with us from Schumann Stadium in Muncie, Indiana. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Miami University Redhawks and the Ball State Cardinals. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Checking in with Miami University's head coach before the game, this team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jackson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Cardinals' offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Redemption might be on their mind as they took a whipping the last time these two squared off.
They sure did, Reese, and their best players made a lot of mistakes the last time out, especially on offense. David, it's really important in this one. The stars have to play like stars. They got to stat it up, and they got to start fast.
And they got to remember what happened. They got to remember the celebration, the on-field antics, the social media, all of it that came with it. The embarrassment of last time. So, yes, your big players, they got to play big, especially in these rivalry games. The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Second and long here. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on second down. Swings it out to the flat. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Cardinals decide to punt it away.
Number 92 in punt formation to kick it away.
Trying to make one miss. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the Redhawks offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him. I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you could tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
Red Evan on the RPO. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Straight ahead, it's West. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Redhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Hits the hole, it's West. Pickup of 5, it's now 2nd and 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness, they got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Redhawks. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That drive covered 55 yards for the score and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Follows his blocks. It's Horton. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Complete to the left. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
That'll do it here in the quarter, guys, and Miami, Ohio has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Motion from the wide receiver. The play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Thompson. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Gets the back moving. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. And the Cardinals will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Miami, Ohio ready to get the offense going on this drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Keeps it on the option. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Snapped on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. This offense has it with really good field position. Off play action on 1st down. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll do it himself, fighting off the defender. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. Good, right down the boulevard. There is a flag on the play, and if this is on the defense, guys, would you take the points off the board here? Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. The Cardinals are threatening on 1st and goal. Trying to establish the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in, and down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
Motion from the wide out. Out wide right, it's Thompson. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
22.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Handoff again. Crosses the 45. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Redhawks headed quickly to the line. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down.
Here we go. Ready. Black 88. Ready, go.
Looking for the edge. 1st down, he'll keep it. Quick toss. Got the 1st down. Finds a crease at the 20. What a run. Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line before he's forced out. And the Redhawks will have it 1st and 10.
Ready. 30. Go.
Going to the run. It's West. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down.
129.
Quarterback on the keeper. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. The Cardinals will now use their final timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. After run, now throw. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Making the adjustment on the play. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Sets his feet. It's Hodges. And down he goes. A sack on 4th down, and the defense gets the football back.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive. You want to get touchdowns. You don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this. Well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
Nowhere to go. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? And the Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Got a man, it's Thompson. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Punt is on its way. On the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Redhawks offense heads to the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for them.
Give a lot of credit to defense on this one. They were able to generate a pass rush, force the quarterback to move off of his spot, and that definitely affected his accuracy. And it's a big reason why that throw was incomplete.
Dropping back, it's Hodges. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Throwing on the run. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Comes down, it's West. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down. And dude chose to run out of bounds.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Absolutely perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the #1 team, the Tennessee Volunteers. And it's Ole Miss, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Checking in with Miami University's head coach at halftime. They really want to keep leaning on that ground attack after a dominant first half. Their running back already has over 100 yards rushing, and they feel like this is their identity they're going to continue to run with right now. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Right side, it's Riley. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Hits inside, it's West. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeps it himself. Quarterback keep. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Now they're going to throw it. Rush right in his face. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Looking for a man. It's Hodges. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Breaks into the open. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Red Hawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls it, looking for a crease. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And listen, QB job number one, take care of the football. We got to understand when to give up on plays. We got to understand when we feel people around us and take care of the football. You can't put the ball on the turf continuously. This guy's done it several weeks in a row now, so got to take care of that football.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Got a little space. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go, ready. Go.
Left side, it's Riley. Snags it, and there's running room. He's at the 10. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll run it. It's Blackwell. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Miami. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
17, Ball State 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ball State offense ready to start this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Out wide right, it's Cooper. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Second down, gonna throw it. Fires to the tight end. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down, and he gets rid of it.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Blackwell. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Pulls it on the option. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
There he goes. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Redhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to get the corner. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Back to throw, it's Hodges. In traffic, it's Upshaw. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Tight end now in motion. On the option. He'll do it himself. The give. Maybe a crease. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Finds his big tight end. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Redhawks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Under pressure. On the move and looking. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Redhawks. And they take it in for 6 more points. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
From the gun, it's Horton. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Line getting set on second down.
Flag 14. Flag 14. Ready, go.
Snap in the shotgun. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Cardinals in the hurry up. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Cardinals line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Looks it in. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. How good have they been the last couple of drives? Took a close game, turned it into a blowout, and they have the football back. Looking for an alley. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. Try to get him going there.
Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. Scanning the field, it's Hodges. Here comes the Heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Redhawks will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Running inside, it's Horton. Turning it on! Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down to the air. Finds his target. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
One of the biggest reasons to...
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, pressure's coming. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Miami, Ohio, ready to get the offense going on this drive. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator.
Makes the grab and room to run. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Running the red zone, it's Blackwell. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking to pass. It's Hodges. Finds his man. Touchdown, Miami. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Fresh center downs going to the air. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Quick give, it's Horton. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Defense will use a timeout, 22 seconds remaining in the game.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Timeout is called by the defense, 19 ticks remaining. And the Cardinals send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Trying to take it back. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking for the edge. Keeps it on 1st down. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Making the adjustment. Back to throw, it's Hodges. Rush is on. The pass. Incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Trying to put a little something extra on the board, and he'll take the sack, but they get the victory. They've realized.
it.